Hey everybody, welcome to the Japan Questions Answered live stream. Today we're going to answer any questions you have about Japan, our life in Japan, or a combination of the two. How are you feeling right now, Akina?
Sleepy.
Yeah, this is a little bit early for Ms. Akina. Actually, this is her day off, so you like to sleep in on your days off, right, Akina?
Yes.
Granted, it is 11 a.m. here, but yeah,
It
anyway.
has to pass midday for me to be fully awake.
Yeah. So we got Ray here, we got Jink, and we got Kayla.
Hello.
Thanks for stopping by. And this thing is... What's this thing doing? Apparently there's, quote, 0 people watching, even though I know there's people in here. So we gathered some questions we had from YouTube viewers on our channel over the years. Well, over the months.
More like past month.
Yeah. Let's just check the community tab because we did post something there. Let's just see if there's any questions there.
I remember Ray posted.
Okay. Ray Ayanami has the question.
By the way, do you know Ayanami Ray or Ray Ayanami?
That's from Evangelion, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched the beginning.
Okay.
She seemed like a wild character to me. Very quiet. Ray asked about traveling in Japan with a child. Ray, how old is your child?
6, right?
6 years old? Okay.
And likes train.
Likes trains? Okay, you might want to talk. Can people hear Akina? Just let us know if you can hear Akina. I'm worried about this microphone because it's closer to me.
And I tend to speak low.
So anyway, who else we got here? We got Kaisus. We got Mammal 2. What's up, Akina and Dustin? So yeah, he's 6 years old. What do you think, Akina, about traveling with a child in Japan? Like, it's definitely safe. It's just for me personally, I wouldn't want to have the child in any area with a lot of people, a lot of tourists and stuff like that. Too many people.
I don't know, I don't have a child, so it's kind of difficult question for me, but if he likes games,
Yep.
maybe you could try Pokemon Cafe kind of
Okay.
things.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
And I don't know how long it goes, but I remember they're doing Evangelion Cafe too, and
Yeah.
the food those foods are supposed to be looking like characters or themed well, so maybe that's fun with your kids.
Yeah, that could be good. What about Disney World and Disney Sea, though?
We don't have Disney World. We
I mean,
only have
Disneyland and Disney Sea. Yeah.
That's probably fun, but you have to probably queue up quite a long time if you go especially on weekends, 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be tough for the kids.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess there's not a lot of rides the child can go on anyway.
I don't know if he's 6 years old and if he's I don't know, tall enough, then maybe he can go on a rides.
Okay. So, Kaisus asked, why don't both of you Twitch stream sometimes? I don't watch Twitch. I know tons of people use it, so I probably just need to watch it to get an idea of how it happens. Yeah, I don't know how that works exactly, but...
Twitch is a stream thing, right? People no?
What's this?
This is a selfie thing.
Maybe you can use it with that. I think a lot of people do it with gaming, where they're at their home and they're playing games, and I don't know how it works. I was with the one YouTuber named Tikyo Sam one time. He was doing it. He showed how if someone's signing off, they can send their viewers to another Twitch streamer. That's the only thing I really saw. It's the only time I really watched it, but maybe I should try it out. Kaiso says it can be profitable to you since you are in Japan. You can get mad retro games. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Like, I don't know. Akina, are you a big gamer?
No.
She's not big on playing games, but yeah, I guess that is something that could be done, right? Retro games.
Yeah, but I used to play some, like I did League of Legends and what's it called?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played World of Warcraft too. Like when it first came out, I played it. But that's been a while now. Like one of the comments actually, let's bring that up. One of the questions on our apartment video, someone said like, "What WTF? Why don't you have any video games?" Who is that?
No games.
Yeah,
WTF.
GT6 Suzuki Time Trials said, "Dude, WTF? No video games in our apartment." Yeah, usually I just tell people that I don't play video games in Japan because my life is like a video game here.
So I'm like a virtual wife.
No, it's like if I want to buy something, it's a quest. Like something that would be easy in another country to buy is really hard to find in Japan sometimes. So like I feel like I'm on a quest to get some new gear. And then like maybe I study some kanji so I like upgrade my Japanese level. You know, I feel like I'm like in a video game in real life. What do you think, Akira? Yeah, I don't know. I like games a lot, but I feel like I'm afraid to play them because then I might burn too much time. Maybe I can't run this YouTube channel if I'm playing games a lot, then I won't have time to make videos for my channel or edit videos for our channel, so.
Yeah, like if you touch the table, maybe it's shaky.
Yeah, it's shaking like crazy. Well, that's okay. I think it's, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's see what the comments are here. Oh, damn boy, we got the Andy-san.
Hello.
Andy says, plus there's plenty of games in Akiba. Yeah, there's enough games around here. Dustin, how did you propose to Akina? Well, the plan was to go to this island. Where was the island? Plum Island in Massachusetts, which is near Newburyport. You don't remember?
No, like, was it island?
It was an island, yeah.
Ah, I see.
It's not easy to tell because it's massive, but we just drove over a tiny bridge.
Ah.
Like, it's an island technically. We went to an island, and the plan was to propose on the beach on sunset, but it was raining, and yeah, it was getting real dark by the time we got to the beach area, but I just proposed anyway.
Yeah, he knelt down, which most of my Japanese friends care about. Like, if I tell someone like, "Oh, I actually got engaged," then they will go like, "Oh, that's nice. Did he kneel down? Did he do this?"
Yeah, I think we talked about it in the video, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't do that here, or what? It's rare here?
It's rare.
Okay. I guess it's like supposed to be like a movie or something.
Yeah, we know that Americans or Westerners do that
Okay.
from Hollywood movies,
Okay.
but we don't really do that.
Okay.
So we tend to think it's kind of romantic.
Anyway, it wasn't super elaborate. Like, the point was to be in a natural area. I like New England. I'm from Rhode Island, so I like the beach in the summertime. This was a wildlife habitat, actually. Like, where we went to is a really nice, natural, pristine area.
It was stormy though.
Well, yeah, there's like a lighthouse in the distance and stuff. It should look nice, but it was raining. It wasn't raining that hard, just on the verge. Kind of raining.
Maybe you can propose me again and maybe another ring.
Maybe, boss. Maybe.
There was a question about Pasmo and Suika.
Where?
A little bit above.
Where's the... Oh, okay. Kayla Bergson. Would you recommend the Suika card or Pasmo? There's almost no difference, right, boss?
It's not really any difference. It's just the matter of if it's from JR, which is like former national railways,
Yeah.
or Pasmo is for like private ones, which is like Tokyu, Odakyu, if you know them. But then there's not really any difference.
Yeah,
Unless
like
you're getting like a
the point card thing.
no commuter tickets,
Okay.
commuter monthly ticket kind of thing. Otherwise, you don't
Okay.
really have to worry about. Just get one convenient one from your nearest station, from your accommodation or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no difference. They both are pretty much exactly the same. Although somehow I prefer Suika. I used to have Pasmo for the longest time, then I changed to Suika, and somehow I like it better for no reason. I think it just looks better or something.
You like Pasmo?
No,
Suika?
I like Suika better.
Maybe because you have a penguin on it.
Yeah, I think that's why, because there's a penguin. I think the Pasmo had a robot, and the Suika has a penguin, even though Suika means watermelon, so I don't know why there's a
I
penguin.
think it's probably because it's like a pun, and Suika is one word as well.
Yeah.
But sui sounds like
Water.
going through smoothly. Like we
Okay.
have sui sui means like going through smoothly.
Uh-huh.
And then probably ka is like a short for card. Like sui sui.
Yeah.
Like going through smoothly card.
What's that have to do with the penguin?
Penguin because it swims.
Alright. Well, it could have been a dolphin or anything. Anyway, I like Suika better, but there's no difference. Are we missing any comments here? Okay, Larry asked, so what do Japanese men do when they propose? Larry D. Amelio.
Well, I don't know how common it is, but the thing I often hear is that they try to do it like really casually, like try not to make a big deal out of it. So like sometimes if the couple dated long enough,
Yeah.
then they will sit like this and maybe they're watching TV and then going like the guy go like, oh, do you want to get married?
That's funny. Yeah. That's.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
But some guys do propose like kind of romantically,
Okay.
depending on the girl, like how the girl is or something like that. A friend of mine, he or like the husband,
Yeah.
her husband proposed in front of Cinderella Castle in Tokyo's Disneyland, knelt down. So that's kind of rare, and some of our friends are like, "Oh, did he?"
In Disneyland?
Yeah, Disneyland.
Let me just move this thing. I'm paranoid about the sound. Sorry if there's a loud sound right now. I'm just moving the microphone a little bit. Yeah, like I don't know about the Disneyland thing. It's so popular here, Disney. Like I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to propose at Disneyland, but I guess some people like Disney a lot.
Yeah, I mean Disneyland or Disney Sea is kind of romantic because the old European style buildings,
Okay.
or those Toy Story kind of theme things.
Yeah.
So people like atmosphere could be nice
Okay.
if you like it.
Aren't there a lot of kids and stuff around though? Like a lot of people in general?
Yeah. So it's gonna be probably there gonna be some people looking at you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess like that happens
Okay.
everywhere anyway. So.
Well, I didn't want anyone to be around. That's why I went to this wildlife reserve in the middle of nowhere. There were people fishing though, but that was a big beach. We were not really close to anybody. What's this? What the? J Rock D says, quote, been a fan since you showed me I should put whiskey on a raw oyster. Wow, dog. That's an old video of mine. That's pretty buck wild. Favorite go-to movie? John Kernow asked, favorite go-to movie?
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future?
I
You
love
like
it.
that, right? Okay.
Yeah, I love that. And as a kid, there was a weekly like a movie TV show,
Yeah.
and that was one of the popular ones they would do. And of course, Michael J. Fox would speak fluent Japanese because he's dubbed.
Yeah.
And when I was like maybe like I don't know, even less than 10 years old, and I found him like really handsome,
Yep.
so I was like, I want to get married like someone like that.
That's funny.
That was my first crush on someone who is not Japanese.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, some of the movies that you watched here are random. Like you said, you saw Eddie Murphy's movie
Yeah.
Coming to America or something.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Like I never even saw that movie. I guess I want to see it now, but like that's kind of a random movie. I don't think it's that well known in
I
America.
think Eddie Murphy was really popular here in Japan too.
Okay.
Or in Japan, I don't know.
But these movies are all dubbed, you said, right?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of interesting the voices they choose for the
Yeah.
people.
And these voices really match with the face or personality, I think.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of like really exaggerated, like an anime. So like I have this image of someone's voice
Okay.
and certain, but sometimes, as now I speak some English, so I sometimes watch these movies with subtitles. Then sometimes it feels really wrong, like
A different voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, the Andi-san, did Akina greet your neighborhood like Eddie Murphy did? How did he do? I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
I can't remember, that was
Okay.
like a long time ago, but we did greet to some neighbor.
We greeted our neighbors, but I don't remember how. Well, I never saw the movie. I don't know how Eddie Murphy did it. I guess we might rewatch that Eddie Murphy movie. I mean, my first time watching it, but you didn't see it in a long time, right? So
Maybe a decade.
okay, yeah. Andy-san. Sadly, there's no McDarrells in America. Is there something you wanted to read, Bubba?
Yeah.
Oh, Jank asks, Akina, what was your experience visiting America like?
Actually, my first visit to America was New York City.
I thought the first one was Alabama.
No,
Oh, it was New York?
New
Okay.
York, which was my first abroad, and I really, really liked it. Like, I was still very young at the time, and I had some time, so I watched some movies which were shot in New York City,
Okay.
so that I was studying, Like,
Did you remember which movies they were, or?
like Kate, no, wait, You Got Mail and Kate
Kate
and
and
Leopold
Leopold?
kind of things.
You Got Mail, Kate
You-
and Leopold.
Yeah, and I can't remember it
Okay.
now, but
Romance comedies.
then I was so happy to see all the the locations that I saw in the movie,
Okay.
and so I felt like I was in those movies, and I really was excited, and that's how I got into traveling again.
Well, so why did you like New York? Just because it felt like the movie, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just felt like very different from Tokyo, what I know. So that was very fun.
Then you went to Alabama for a business trip, right?
Yeah, I went to Chicago, Washington D.C., and Alabama,
Yep.
Birmingham, Alabama.
So how were those places?
I really enjoyed those three cities too. Like, I had one friend in Chicago, so I could meet her for the first time in person.
Yep.
That was very fun experience to mingle with the locals.
Yeah.
That was my first time to do that, and the city was very beautiful. And I did watch film. Maybe that was a Transformer, which was set in Chicago, and
Uh-huh.
I love to see those skyscrapers from movies in real life. And I also was like a museum at the night, was it? And then it was set in Smithsonian's, and I like museums and stuff, so I was so excited, and I saw the Lincoln statue,
Okay.
and those like really big tall spike thing. I don't know how you call it.
Yeah.
Like Egyptian thing, I guess.
The obelisk thing.
Oh yeah.
What is it called? The Washington Memorial or something?
Maybe.
I should probably know that.
Oh yeah. And I saw the most famous house in the world, which
Yeah.
is white, and I was so excited at that too.
The White House?
White House.
Yeah, that thing's called the Washington Monument, not the Washington Memorial. Did
Yeah.
you go to the Navy Pier? Is that in Chicago? I think that is, right?
No, I don't. I only had like a one night, so the thing I remember is the Magnificent Isle or something, like a really huge avenue, like Magnificent Avenue or
I've
something
never
like
been
that.
there, so I don't know.
I enjoy that walking down the big street and then doing shopping.
Okay.
And I went to House of Blues in Chicago, and that was very, very fun.
What is that?
Like there's a music house or a live house.
They play blues music?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Abuse
awesome.
music.
Yeah. That's cool. I never
Yeah.
went to something like that, actually.
And that was again for the first time for me to be in that kind of place, and I never heard blues live.
Yeah.
That was very like, I don't know, like it felt really different from my culture.
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, and the singer was very good too, and that was the time I started drinking too.
Okay.
So I could fully enjoy the experience and atmosphere. So that was very, very fun. And now I traveled to New England for a few times for the last summers.
Yeah.
And that was also again very interesting to me because I thought America was all about big cities like Chicago, New York City, and then I thought those cities look similar to each other because
Yep.
they're kind of new and about skyscrapers. But when I was in Boston, I just realized it's so different. Like the buildings are more like kind of older and more red bricks things, which
Yeah.
I really like.
Yeah.
So I could enjoy some nature which I couldn't before because of Dustin and his family, and
Yeah, we
then
went
really,
camping and stuff like that.
yeah, and then doing camping was my first time like maybe 2 years ago, and I really had fun. I mean, I don't really like being dirty or being in the middle of bugs, but I just loved being in the nature.
Yeah. It was fun because my parents or my dad, he cooks up, well, they both cook up really good food, and he sets up a lot of stuff for the tents and everything. We don't have the gear here. We did buy a tent recently.
Very cheap.
We bought a tent, but like my parents have a lot of camping gear, so it's fun to go there, and we have the dog next to us by the
Yeah.
campfire.
And that was also like really American to me.
To be by a campfire and having a dog sleeping
And-
next to you.
and doing like small.
Oh yeah, doing s'mores.
Yeah, that was very fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess like I just noticed when I go back, even just the last time we went back in May, like I noticed just people act a lot differently. Obviously, people act differently in America, but things people say or do are kind of unexpected sometimes. Like, I guess if you live in America, you're used to it, but one thing that just comes to mind is we went to the train station and we were buying some tickets, and I asked the guy, is it okay if we pay with a credit card, you know? And then he just said, like, whatever, you're the boss. Which no Japanese person would ever say, so it's just kind of funny to hear people talking. Or we had the wedding, and you were in a wedding dress in the park, Boston Common
yeah,
Park, and like tons of people were like saying, hey, like you look amazing.
Like, congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations.
You look awesome!
And taking selfies with
Yeah,
us and
they
stuff.
were like, there was one group of people, like 5, 6 people.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, hey, can we take a picture or selfie with us? And they were like, yay!
Yeah, so that doesn't happen in Japan. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a different culture, so it's kind of funny to, like, realize how people operate, you know?
Yeah, but one thing I really can't get used to is the waitress or waiter would come to your table in the middle of the meal and saying like, hello, is everything alright? And like,
Yeah.
and I usually have a bad
They
time when I
wait.
have like, have
They
something
wait
in my
until
mouth.
you're biting. They wait until, yeah. They wait.
And so I usually have to go.
Yeah, the service thing, I mean, I don't know. I never did a service job, so maybe if someone did a waiter job, maybe they can relate more. But yeah, I just like it a lot better in Japan, especially when they have a button.
Ding ding.
Not every place has the button, but if they have the button, that's so great. Just click the button when you want something. Then you don't need to be bothered when you're in mid-bite.
Yeah, and like it's okay to yell like, excuse me, or hello over there, to get someone's attention, and you can just order or something. Like that.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Zulium says, hi, lovely people. Long time solo travel blog fan. Nice. Nice dog, baby. Nice dog. Did you want to see something, Bubba?
He calls me Baba now.
We call each other Bubba.
From Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Who dies in the movie.
Bubba's good. So, what else we got here? How are those questions doing, Bubba? There's a question on the channel in the past by Jude X Seraphiel, who asks about tattoos, saying, I don't have tattoos anyways, so it's not relevant to me, but I didn't quite understand what you're talking about regarding onsen and allowing tattoos. Is it a general rule or something? Is it a general rule or something that you are not allowed to go into an onsen with a tattoo?
Yep. Pretty much.
Well, when I look, there's a lot of foreigners on forums that say that you can go into onsens with tattoos. So, like, I heard you can based on what I read.
Like, some places let you, but many places says like, for those who are pregnant, who are too drunk, or who have a connection with Yakuza, or who have a tattoo on, they're not allowed. Or like maybe the pregnancy is about the health, like just to save the expected woman.
Okay.
But the others are like.
Yeah, I think most of them don't allow it. And even if they do allow, like, maybe there's some tourist-friendly onsens that allow tattoos. But still, you would feel weird if, like, a lot of people don't like it here. So it'd feel weird to have someone looking at you. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not really. It hasn't really become as a fashion yet here.
Yeah.
People still think it's kind of something to do with like doing bad thing.
It's looked down upon, so if you want to go to an onsen to relax and you have a tattoo, you better just go to the private one. Right, Bubba?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got here? Andy says you can cover them up, right? I know foreigners with tats cover them in the gym. I mean, yeah, I guess you can cover them up, but I think it depends on where the tattoo is. Some are easier to cover than others. Like, if you have a massive tattoo on your chest or something, there's no way to cover it. You're not supposed to bring a towel or something into the onsen. Like,
or water or tub.
It's considered unsanitary, so, yeah. Larry D. Emilio said, oh, man. Well, let's just go with Larry's question. He says, after marriage, did either of you discover any surprises about the other? Any surprises, Bubba?
No, I guess.
I guess I knew she was really tired in the morning, but I didn't realize how tired. I assume when people wake up in the morning, I assume there's some chemical process that, like, I don't know if it's about a hormone or something being released by your brain, but I assume that there's something that happens that causes you to, like, become alert again. Like, you're a little groggy at first, but then you become alert after some time. And maybe for me, it's like 10 minutes, I'm okay, or 5 minutes, I'm, like, pretty normal, but I think she's missing some kind of something going on with her body. It takes her a while to really wake up. So.
And I'm so tired. Like, not just a tired, like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like a zombie.
She is like a zombie, yeah. So, usually in the morning, I try to wake her up, you know.
I don't really want to speak in the morning, so, like, I even don't want to be bothered to say good morning.
Yeah.
So, like...
Sometimes I kind of mess with her. I'm like, good morning. Time for another lovely day, Akina.
Like, shine and rise. And I'm like...
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine. And I was like... I always wonder, like, why this mind is so cheerful from this early morning.
Okay.
Like, did he sleep or is he on drag?
Yeah, so you're pretty tired. Yeah, I don't know. Anything you realized about me, Bubba?
That you are white male. Like sometimes when I'm like still sleepy or like my brain's a bit slow, and I'm like, oh wow.
What?
I mean, like, the face, the structure is gonna be.
Okay. Are you racist, Bubba?
Well, like the thing is, like I don't really communicate with any non-Asian here,
Okay.
like daily basis.
Yeah.
So like, I just noticed that you are not Asian sometimes, like which is kind of weird.
Yep. Well, I don't see color, so I don't have that problem. Anyway, let's go back. I don't want to miss any questions here. Gray Fire Soul says, where are the best hiking and camping destinations in Honshu?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big camper. I've never done that.
I've heard of people camping in Saitama and Ibaraki, but yeah, I think, like, the thing is, there's obviously a bunch of places to go in Japan. I love hiking a lot. Like, I really love hiking, but it's very far to get to a good hiking area from where I live, like, by what my standard is. It's very far to go. So I haven't hiked much, but I went to Kamikochi. That was nice.
Yeah, Kamikochi is nice.
Which is in Nagano.
Like, they have good, like, mountains, but, like, hiking coast is, like, kind of flat.
There's an easy one, but I think if you want to do a harder one, you can probably do a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah, I guess we have a lot of good hiking areas, like, even Fukushima had good ones.
Okay.
Like Bandai-san, I think that was Fukushima.
Bandai-san?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, like I did Fuji. I personally don't like it. Some people do. I think Fuji, you're just going up. Like, I guess it's like a rite of passage or something. I don't know.
Like I think there are lots of good hikings if you go Tohoku area, which is like north area of Japan.
You basically need to drive, I think, to be able to go to these places.
Yeah, like you can still take a Shinkansen to go close to the area, but if you want to go certain places like actual hiking area, then you probably have to drive or you have to take I don't know, taxi maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah, so like I haven't really gone to those places on my own.
I still need to. I love hiking, so I should go to a place. All right, what else we got here? Kevin says, "Hey guys, just wanted to say this channel is pretty buck wild.
Thank you.
What's your favorite oishi thing to buy at a konbini?" Well, my go-to things are the egg salad sandwich and maple calorie mate, or like an umeboshi onigiri, like a
which has actual ume.
plum onigiri.
That like kind of crunchy ume and
Yeah.
soft ume.
From Lawson. Lawson's better than... I usually prefer Lawson. 7-Eleven's our least favorite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like 7-Eleven. They usually don't. To me, 7-Eleven doesn't have good stuff. Their ATMs are the best. That's about it. What do you buy at the konbini?
I kind of try to avoid konbini because they're usually more like highly priced.
You get bubble tea there, though, don't you?
Very sometimes, like that was
Or
my
tea?
tea, like just oolong tea or jasmine tea.
Yeah.
But I really like Uncle Croissant from Natural Lawson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, that sounds good. Anko
Uncle.
croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natural Lawson is very rare. Like, it's basically like a high-class
Like
Lawson. It's only in, like, expensive areas of Tokyo. I think it's only in, like, Shinjuku or different, like...
Very big areas like Shinjuku, Shibuya. I don't know about Shibuya because it's more like students or like younger people, so they might not spend much money. And like those kind of posh area like Ginza, Marunouchi, like Tokyo Station area.
But they're quite rare, so it's... I usually, if I see a Natural Lawson, I'm like, whoa, look, there's a Natural Lawson. I'm surprised. So those are good. They have craft beers in Natural Lawson.
Yeah. The croissant is supposed to be baked in the shop, each shop. So
Really?
it's, yeah. So sometimes it's very fresh, like crunchy.
Yep.
Still. So and it's not too sweet. So it's just a good amount of sweetness.
Nice.
It's good with like a coffee.
Loving it, baby. So, Italian Babe 3 says, planning a trip for Japan in late September / early October for the first time for 3 weeks. Anything to recommend that is not a typical day trip from Osaka / Kyoto? Yeah, I don't know. What's non-typical? Like,
And it has to be from Osaka or Kyoto.
I guess this person's in the Kansai area. Italian Babe 3.
Mmm.
I mean, when we went to Kobe, I liked it.
Yeah.
I guess that's like maybe typical though, so I don't know.
Well, we didn't really see too many tourists there.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there was a medium number, but yeah, like Kobe was pretty awesome. They have a nice bay. We were there on a good weather day. Maybe if we were there on a rainy day, it would be very bad, but Kobe is good if the weather's good.
We had Kobe beef lunch, and if you get lunch, that's a lot cheaper than dinner.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy some good meal for cheaper price.
Yeah, we went down to the bay. We took this like boat,
Ferry.
the ferry thing that cruises around the bay there. That was really awesome. Like we could see a lot of really interesting stuff. And there's some historical buildings there. Like I thought it was a cool town.
Well, something we always recommend is this is not about a day trip, but in Kyoto we usually do recommend to go on a walk in the night after 7 p.m.,
Yeah.
which seems like not many people do, even in Kyoto. Like Kyoto, it's so packed in the day.
It's so crazy these days.
Yeah, like you have to search some like where to walk.
It's like a
in the day.
madhouse.
But like it gets so quiet after 7, like maybe even 6.
There's almost nobody out. When we went out, there was like some photographer people doing long exposure, but there was not many people. Like, yeah, going to Gion at night or going to Fushimi Inari at night. Those places like Fushimi Inari is a shrine. It's open at night.
Yeah, Fushimi is the famous one with a bunch of these red gates.
Yeah.
And that's like full of tourists in the day these days. But if you go in the night, it's basically mostly no one there.
Yeah.
And it's so quiet and it's kind of dark, but still have enough lights to see where to walk.
Nothing's open, so you might want to eat before or whatever. But other than that, like it's really nice at night.
Yeah, it's kind of divine atmosphere too.
Driving Rio says, what's your guys' dream travel destination that neither of you have visited yet? I guess there's a lot of those, right? We were
Yeah.
thinking of places to go for our honeymoon. Like,
Yeah.
we were thinking of going to Austria.
Yeah, but we are kind of afraid of being in a bad weather all the time, like typically in Europe.
Okay.
Or I still want to go to Egypt,
Yeah.
Greece, Turkey,
Egypt, Greece, Turkey, Austria.
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I want to go to Uzbekistan. I just don't want anyone to cut my D off. But other than that, like,
Jordan.
yeah, Jordan, Sri Lanka. There's a bunch of places. Uzbekistan looks awesome. Actually, when I lived in Korea, they had some Uzbeki restaurants.
Huh.
The food was crazy good. Like, their food tasted like a cross between Polish food and, like, Middle Eastern food. So the food was amazing. Yeah, I was like, damn, Uzbeki food's good. Jank says, where's the super chat? How am I supposed to support this great channel? This channel, we don't have like the YouTube partner thing yet, because you need a certain amount of watch time. Like you need like 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. Once you get 1,000 subscribers, you can do live streams. But as far as having like a money thing, monetized channel, you can't get it without 4,000 hours. We have about 75% of the watch time goal so far. So if you want to help the channel, just watch some videos. Like if you're cleaning your place or you're getting ready in the morning, just set a video playing and in the background. But yeah, we're trying to get that watch time up. And it actually helped to have that apartment video, which was way longer than we thought. We didn't plan to have a video that long. Like, I thought the video was going to be like maybe 25 minutes. But actually, when we went to edit, we realized it was like 41 minutes. But that was good. Like, some people watched a lot of the apartment video. So that helped to get some more watch time. But yeah, we're just trying to get that watch time up. We can't get super chat yet. Thanks for asking, Jank. Yeah, Andy answered. You gotta get approved for monetization first. What other kind of questions we got here? John Curnow says, Family Mart is the best in his humble opinion.
I think we don't really have Family Marts around here.
Yeah,
somehow.
we do.
Do we?
We have a lot. We have a lot.
Maybe.
We don't have Lawson here. We have 7-Eleven. We have like 4 Family Marts. We have 1 Mini Stop.
Oh, Mini Stop is good for ice cream.
Mini Stop
Fresh
has
made.
they are different from the other convenience stores because they make fresh, like, soft cream ice cream right there. That's pretty good. The strawberry one you got was really good.
Yeah, last time I went for it's kind of like a parfait style, which has in the cup they shred frozen strawberries.
Yeah.
And I think there was like a syrup, this condensed milk syrup on the bottom, and there was top was soft cream.
Yeah, that was good. I got a pineapple one and also a peach one on 2 separate occasions. But yeah, Mini Stop's good for that. Family Mart is quite good. Like, how would you rank them? I would say my favorite is Natural Lawson.
Yeah.
Then Lawson. Even normal Lawsons have some craft beer, which is good. The other convenience stores don't have craft beer. I don't know why. So Natural Lawson has like foreign beers and craft beers and just a wide variety of really good stuff. Then Lawson has like good selection of alcohol and just, I think, good snacks in general. Then what's next after that? You think Family Mart?
I don't know. It's just like
Gets
a bunch
harder.
of the rest.
It depends on the individual location too. Like,
Yeah.
there can be a really good 7-Eleven or a really bad Lawson. It just depends on
The owner.
Yeah, the owner. Exactly.
I guess Mini Stop can be a little bit higher than the rest during summer because
Yeah.
of the soft cream.
Yeah, Mini Stop's better now. And I like Daily Yamazaki usually. But like Family Mart is pretty good. They have some good general selection of stuff there. Where the heck are we here? Ray says, what is something you always buy at the 100 yen store? If I ever get to one I would leave moneyless. Like, the 100 yen store, it's good. I did some videos on my channel about the weird stuff they sell, because there's some funny items that you don't think you would need. But actually, they have a lot of useful stuff that we use for, like, daily life, right?
Yeah, what did we buy?
I can't remember.
We actually bought some plants pots.
Yeah. We went to Daiso. Like, they have almost anything you would need. So we bought plant pots there, but they have a lot of stuff that helps to organize, like
Yeah.
little trays if you want to. I think in our apartment video we showed like the stuff I keep my socks in, or different things to help you organize your
Like a shelf or
Yeah.
like these folder things.
shelves, folders. Like, they're really good for that stuff.
Yeah. I think they are really focused on these kind of things, like tiny, small things to organize your places.
Yeah.
Like these boxes or sometimes good decorations too.
And they have stationary items.
Yeah.
So
And one thing you shouldn't buy is snacks maybe. Like they are usually somehow even more expensive than konbini even.
yeah, it's not a massive price difference, but like the snacks in the 100 yen shop tend to be more expensive. But other than that, yeah, like it's just useful. if you just move, say you want to live in Japan, you move to Japan, and you're on a tight budget, and you just want to like get some life essentials like dishes, forks, and like some glass things. Everything is so cheap there. You can stock up a whole house of stuff for, I don't know, $50, or you buy all kinds of stuff really easily. So yeah, it's very good for that. What else we got here? Kevin says, thanks for answering. I'll be sure to check out those suggestions. Have a nice trip, Kevin. Andy-san says there was a Lawson 100. Oh, yeah. We have some Lawson 100s near us, actually. Like, Lawson 100 is like a cheap Lawson. They sell like...
Chicken Lawson.
Yeah, it's basically still mostly food stuff, right?
Yeah.
But they have some 100 yen store items.
Yeah.
It's like a cross between a convenience store and a 100 yen shop. Lawson 100's pretty good. Like, I don't feel like I need much there, but there's a certain kind of ice cream here, which is, it's basically like a ice cream sandwich, but instead of having a chocolate outside, it has like a vanilla wafer. And I love that, but it's so basic that most places don't have it. Unless you're in like a grocery store. Well, Lawson 100 has that, so that's what I like to get there. The ice cream. Ray says, I enjoyed that video. I guess the apartment one? That's awesome.
Yay.
Like, we were just trying to see what do people like. We had a vote on our community tab. Do you want a shorter video or a longer one? We watched some other YouTube videos too about other people who did apartment tours. And it seemed like a lot of people did this like first person view, which makes sense. People want to see the apartment, right? So we tried to do the first person view. I turned the microphone like, the opposite way, and we were just showing stuff. Like, I guess we could have even made it longer because there's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about in the video. But yeah, it was pretty long. Pretty long video. Kevin says, my fiance and I have your videos attached to our Japan playlist, so we will be supporting by watching. We are visiting from the 1st of November for 3 weeks. Aside from the frog bar, any recommendation?
Actually, November is very nice time, usually. I guess that's kind of too early for autumn trees, but maybe it's getting more like the temperature is getting lower.
October and November are really great times. What part of... Who's going? Who asked us about...
Kansai?
Kevin. Was Kevin the one that asked us about Kansai?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. I think that must have been the same person. I mean, if you're going to the Tokyo area, there's a ton of stuff to do. We prefer... Like, Kansai is good because you can see different areas. But I like the Tokyo area. As far as Tokyo City itself, there's so many things to do in Tokyo. And I like the day trips like Kamakura or Enoshima. I think those are good trips to do in November.
But that's in Kanto, but he's in Kansai, right?
Well, he did ask about the frog bar, which is in Tokyo. So I guess
see.
that means he's coming to Tokyo. I don't know. Just let us know what your plan is, Kevin. Are you coming to Tokyo? Andy-san says you guys should do a Konbini tier video. What do you mean, What do you mean? I keep calling him Andy. Andy, what do you mean we should do a Konbini tier video? John says I'm basic. Strong zero is all drink. I'll drink from a Konbini. Strong zeros are good. What's the Konbini tier? What does that mean? What do you want? What do you want from me? What does that mean, a Konbini tier video? Dustin, is there anything that's easy to find in American stores that you can't find in the Japan stores, but wish you could? Well, clothes that fit me would be nice. I rarely shop here. I usually buy stuff on the internet from America, which is annoying because, you know, it doesn't always fit. Like I bought 2 shirts, but one fit. Then I have to send it back. It's very expensive, so I don't buy many clothing items. And occasionally I do try to shop in Japan. Like technically they have big and tall stores, but I don't know. I never went to those. I've been able to buy some like gym clothing occasionally, but recently I went to a store to try to buy stuff, and it was like the worst sporting store I've ever been to in my life because it was set up based on company, like Nike area here, you know, Puma here, Adidas here, and then like within Nike it's like Nike men's women's children, Adidas men's women's children. Then like there was no way to easily tell which part I was in, so I'm like, wait, this looks like it's pink and I think it's small. I guess this is the women's. Okay, this, it would be like right next to you. The point is I tried a bunch of clothes on, they didn't fit. So it drives me crazy. Like something will almost fit, but it's just a little too tight in the shoulders, and something almost fits, but it's just like too baggy on the stomach. So
Maybe you can stop going to the gym and lose your muscle around your arms, and then you can start drinking beer to grow your tummy.
yeah, maybe. But even when I hadn't been going to the gym when I first came to Japan, I went to one of the stores to buy some like business clothing, which is called Suit Select. And they had really nice neckties and stuff like that, but the shirts, man, they were not even close to being able to fit. Like, I don't think I'm that big, but when I looked at the clothing there, I thought, like, is this like a children's store? Because, like, they were so small compared to me. So, I don't know. Anyway, like, the point is, the first thing that comes to mind is clothing that fits. I can buy underwear here, though, so that's, you know, underwear and socks I can buy, so at least I got that going for me. Oh, Italian Babe asked about Kansai, okay. Dustin had mentioned in a comment in another video that he was a fan of Akina's French toast. How easy is it to come by maple syrup? Maple syrup is pretty easy to come by here.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be more expensive than America or especially Canada, I guess, but you can buy maple syrup pretty easily here.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? Ray says, my husband is pretty tall. I know he won't be able to find clothes. He has big shoulders. Yeah. I'm sure you can. Like, I used to go to H&M, and they do, I guess because it's a foreign country, they do have clothes that fit, but it's still annoying. It's just a pain. That's why I like to just, if I find the company on the internet that fits from wherever, once there's one size, I know that size fits, then I just try to buy from that company. Just, you know.
So Kevin's going to Asakusa, Odaiba, Shibuya, then Osaka, Nara, and Kobe.
That's a good trip plan right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like that trip plan.
Yeah, like Asakusa is again like a Kyoto, so it's gonna be really crowded in the day. But if you go, I don't know, maybe after 7, that's that is a good time. Like it's gonna be less people, and they would have like lights on the shops. And
the atmosphere is different.
Yeah, it's kind of like kind of halfway to magical, I would say.
Yeah, I think Asakusa is really awesome. I've spent a lot of time there at nights. Like, as long as it's not the dead of winter, when, like, say January, it's very cold, but otherwise, like, it's quite good at nighttime there.
Yeah.
You can just hang around the river. That's really nice. Like, I guess Kevin probably saw our video, but we talk all about that.
Yeah, we actually did a video on Asakusa, and that's the like my go-to coast when I have some guests, some guests from abroad, because it contains all the aspect like you can enjoy.
Right.
And I think around Odaiba there's booze cruise going on.
Yeah, Odaiba, we wanted to do a video about the booze cruise. We didn't do it. I guess like we did the booze cruise, but we didn't film a lot of B-roll footage Maybe we could still do it as a short video.
Maybe.
But like the point is, they have these cruises, these dinner cruises that go through Tokyo Bay.
And the ship is not like a usual ship you would imagine. It's like a kind of flat, and it has like the top is looking like a house.
Yeah,
Which-
it kind of looks traditional or something.
Yeah, which is called yakata bune, which means like a house ship or something like that. And if you get one of those, it's usually like all you can drink, and some of them are like all you can monja, and
All you can eat.
yeah. But some places are like a more like course meal like
Right.
tempura, and it's not or sashimi, so it's not all you can eat, but like usually it's all you can drink.
The booze cruise is very fun. And
Yeah, you can see Tokyo from a different angle, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
usually go through like very famous buildings so that you can see the city or skylines. And if you go on like November, then it should be the temperature should be good enough
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like
right.
not too hot, not cold. And some of the ships let you go on the top to see the view.
Yeah.
One of the ones we took actually bound to go out of the ship, so your friend just go cold.
Yeah, my friend went out there to smoke a cig, but apparently that was against the rules. But anyway, yeah, like you can open the windows up so you can still see directly out onto the bay, and it's really nice. We like the booze cruise a lot. We don't like Shibuya, but I guess if you're visiting, it's worth seeing.
Yeah, there's a free. I don't know if it's still free, but it was free last year. Around October, there's a viewpoint on the top of one of those really tall building on the crossing from the
Yeah,
famous crossing,
there's
which
a
is
viewpoint.
what's it called, the Lawson translation, the big crossing.
Yeah,
And
Shibuya crossing.
there's a big a tall building which has a viewpoint, and it has a bar area as well.
Yeah, I don't remember what, like, I could get to it if I wanted to, but I don't remember what that's called.
I
So,
think that was Marui Men's. I think
how
that
do you
was,
spell that?
Marui
Oh.
Men's.
So, Marui is the building.
Like 0101 building.
Yeah, it looks like it's 1-0 or 0-1.
01.
Yeah, it looks like 0-1, and then there's another one, 0-1. And that building has a viewpoint at the top, and the area where you could drink was really nice too. Like,
Yeah. Like it's nice to see the famous cross from the top of the building.
I
because,
think we should do a video about like free viewpoints.
Yeah, should we?
We should do that
Should
because we're in Tokyo Station. We've been going to Tokyo Station a lot. There's so many great viewpoints there, and I recently watched a video on YouTube. Some YouTuber said like, "Oh, we went to Tokyo Station. There was quote nothing there." I got triggered by that because like we have a blast in Tokyo Station. We love it there.
Yeah, we are thinking of doing like Tokyo Station area Garavant video like we did for Asakusa.
Yeah. Yeah, we're thinking of doing that because it's a really chill area. We love it.
Yeah, like it's very nice area. Like Shibuya and the other areas are usually like really crowded.
Yeah, Shibuya and Shinjuku are nice, but they're just jacked up with tons of people, so
So like if you're tired from crowds, then maybe you could go to Tokyo area, like
Tokyo Station
Tokyo
area.
Station area, which if you Google like Maru no Uchi, then that's a good area to walk around in the day or even in the night.
I think like as a foreigner, as a tourist, maybe it seems like there's quote nothing there because it's a business district, so like it's just shops and office buildings. But like Akina knows the area pretty well, so then that helps for us to enjoy it. Like it's a good place. That's why we should do a video about it because they don't know where to go, honey.
Yeah, like this area has very grand buildings too, like very cool looking, beautiful looking. Some are kind of trying to redo the building we used to have.
Like historical looking building.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
some of them are like made of bricks, like Tokyo Station.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good to. It's a kind of interesting area to see how Japan was trying to absorb Western culture. Like Tokyo Station itself, it's supposed to be after I'm still down Central Station, so
Yeah. But the area, the lights are very dimmed, and it's more quiet. And I guess in the summer it's quite nice because you can just sit out on these free view balconies overlooking the Tokyo Station and just drink. We bought some alcohol from a supermarket, like some craft beers. Then we went up to this free balcony. You can see a really amazing view. Just chill there. We were annoyed though because there were two girls that were literally taking selfies at that balcony, literally for like
an
an hour straight, literally.
like
They
no
took
joke.
a 2 minute break. They took a 2 minute break. They didn't change their spot because you can walk around the whole building on the balcony. Like it goes around the whole building, and they were in the same spot for an hour straight.
Anyway.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it more, baby. Don't worry about that. All right, I think we got some comments here. Andy's. Oh, sorry, Ray. Let's start with the Rays here first. Ray says, Akina, where do you like to unwind? Well,
like chill.
yeah, like to de-stress. I guess where we were just talking about, like we did last night and Friday night, we went to Tokyo Station because especially at the end of the week, like you want to just chill out after having a busy week.
Yeah.
And Tokyo Station was fun, right?
Yeah, it's a nice area. I don't have to be bothered by too many people, and the light is dim, so I can feel relaxed. Or like I'll just come home and sit on the couch.
We enjoy here too because that balcony we showed in our apartment video, like the balcony is really nice. If we're here for the sunset, that's a nice area to chill.
I also like this couch.
Yeah, basically here. Yeah, she likes to unwind here too. So Andy says, do you guys have any advice for someone studying abroad in Tokyo? How much should I save up? Right now I'm saving up, but I'm also paying off a debt, so it's taking a while. Well, like, if you're gonna be here, where do you plan on staying? Do you plan on staying in a share house or something like that?
Yeah, probably share house is a good idea. I don't know.
If you're staying in a share house and you're spending like the minimum amount of money possible, like you're cooking all your food and you're barely going out, like as far as drinking, you're just buying, strong zeros and drinking in the share house, then I would say minimum you'd want is $1,200 per month. Maybe $1,000, but $2,000 per month is better, just to be safe. I assume that if you're doing a study abroad that you're actually going to be spending a lot of time studying, so you won't have time to waste money and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of share houses that cost like $500 a month. There's Oak House, and there's also Sakura House. Oak House is like a big dorm basically, which is good because you can meet people, and I don't know what you're studying, but you could practice Japanese in Oak House. Sakura House is more like they have like just houses with maybe 5 or 6 people in them, and then that's more of a smaller environment.
Yeah, I guess these two are famous ones.
Yeah, I stayed at both of those. Dustin, my husband, and I have been watching your videos since you started Solo Travel Blog, and some of our favorite vids were the gachapon runs, especially the dogs. Will those ever be coming back? Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to make another video about them, but on my Instagram, I posted a picture. I have like a whole bag of gachapon that I haven't opened yet. I just started accumulating them and didn't open them because I like the thrill of like knowing that I could open them without opening them. So I had a vote. Well, it wasn't really a vote. I posted on my Instagram. If this picture of this dog gets more than 100 comments saying feeling frisky to the max, baby, then I'll do a video. And it got over 100 comments. Most of them were by 2 people. Yeah, it got over 100 comments. So I guess I basically, quote, have to do a video about it now. So hopefully by the end of the month, I'll do a video about the gachapons. Eric Surf 6 did a booze cruise for a vlog. It'll be out in a week or so. Damn, boy. Eric Surf beat us to the punch. Critical Eats Japan is here, baby. I'm loving it. Critical Eats says the Magnet Building has a viewpoint. Do you know the Magnet Building? I'm not aware of that one. Let me screenshot that. I don't know what that is. I chilled out the Starbucks overlooking the Shibuya Scramble. Great people watching spot. She knows some turbo spots. There's some we don't want to talk about, actually, because we want to keep them secret. But she knows some turbo spots. You know one in Asakusa? Yeah, we didn't do that in the video, right?
Yeah. There's one place, which is actually Asahi Beer headquarters.
Yeah.
They have a bar on the top of the building, which is like 23rd or something floor.
Yeah.
And the view is very nice, especially if you go around sunset time, and you can see the famous temple and the river. And the other side you can see sky tree.
Yeah.
And if the weather is good, you can actually see Mount Fuji. How's that?
Yeah, in the winter it's easier to see Mount Fuji because the sky is clear. This thing, it's annoying. It keeps scrolling up. Like, it's hard to... I might miss comments because this thing keeps jumping down. Kevin says, thank you for all the tips. We can't wait to visit. Oh, also, Critical Eats is here. Yeah, baby. Gotcha Pones. Andy-san says, I was thinking of a share house at first to get myself started. Yeah. I think the share house thing is good. Just make sure, you know, like, it depends on what you want. The one I was staying at, like... I think some of them that are centrally located are kind of actually bad because like the space is too crowded and stuff. You have to do your research. I would recommend getting a share house in a central area, like maybe semi-central, because usually the setup is a lot better. When it's very central, like anyone will stay there no matter what, so the standards go down. Andy-san says, I got the GI Bill, so I'll have a housing stipend of around 1,700. Okay, nice. Favorite Joshi wrestler, Bubba?
That's...
I don't know.
That's difficult for me.
Yeah, it's difficult for me. Ray says, have you ever thought about going back to the Dao Cafe? Been a subscriber since that video. I like the Dowd Cafe.
I would like to go. I've never been to.
Okay. Maybe we could go there then, because actually I like that one a lot. Like, the dogs are a lot more friendly than the cats at the Cat Cafe. I like the Dowd Cafe a lot. I kind of feel surprised there's not more. Like, there's only one Dowd Cafe in Tokyo that I'm aware of.
Maybe because they have to go on a walk and the cats don't need a walk.
Yeah, you can keep the cats indoors, like, 24/7.
Oh.
But the dogs, you can, I don't know. Anyway, like, when I lived in Korea, there was, I think, a pretty good number of Dowd cafes, so I was just surprised. It seems like the most basic thing. There should be a Dowd cafe, but there's only one that I'm aware of.
I want to go Shiba Inu Cafe.
Oh, yeah, they do have that one, actually. But I heard it's not so good.
Oh.
Like, someone said that the dogs didn't look like they were taken care of. The one I went to, Dog Heart Cafe, that one seemed like the dogs were pretty happy there. So, Critical Lead says Magnet Building is at Shibuya Crossing. There's a fat burger on the top floor. Critical Lead says, okay, nice. Fuji looks better in the winter too, snow-capped. Yeah. Okay, Andy-san, it's got to head out. See you later, Andy. What other questions we got here? Let's look at some previous questions on the channel. I've wondered. Okay, this is about the pest sirens. Lu Dantika says, I've wondered from when I was in Japan, do you or Japanese people in general notice the anti-pest sirens used at different places? They were kind of painful to be near, but covering the ear toward the siren helps. So this is a siren they play. Where do they play these at?
Usually, like those in the gate of the malls. That is, I didn't know that was also from pests, but I learned that was for young people not to have not no to avoid having young people hanging around the gate
Okay.
because it wouldn't look good.
So young people can hear the sound, but old people can't.
Yeah, I can, and I notice those sound a
You
lot.
can hear them.
And you
I
don't.
can't. Well, if you ever notice it, just let me know, Bubba.
I did it for a few times, and you were like, "Oh, I don't hear
I
it."
think you did it once, actually.
No.
Yeah, well, anyway, she can hear it, so I guess she's... I'm pretty sure I can hear
Young,
high-pitched things, though.
young ears.
Like, I hear bats, and other people can't, so I feel like I can hear better. Alright, what other kind of comments we got here? Anyway, the question was, do people notice them? I guess they do. I have a question, Akina. Why do they play bird sounds in all of the train stations?
Train stations?
Yeah, somehow a lot of people don't notice that. Like, when I talk to some
Yeah,
people, they
like
don't
I
notice.
actually got these questions for a few times, and like we have like
There's different birds in different stations. Some of them, some sound like eagles, some sound like sparrows. Like, there's different birds. So, I don't get it.
like they're supposed to telling blinded people where the exits are.
The birds. Okay. Alright. Yeah, maybe that's true. I don't know. That, you're talking about the thing at the gate? The bow, bow. Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Well, we're talking about birds.
That too, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to pay attention next time. But the bird sounds are pretty wild. There's a lot of sounds in Japan in general. Like, there's a lot of noises here. I'll put it that way. What else we got here? This modern day technology. Monkey Wireless says, I'll be in Tokyo for Halloween, 24th to the 11th. I assume that means October 24th to November 11th. I'll be there when the Grand Sumo tournament starts. Any idea how hard it is to get tickets? I don't think it's hard to get tickets. Just go on the internet. There's a lot of places to buy them. I went to Sumo once. I think it's freaking awesome. I think if that is when the tournament's happening, we have to go to some sumo at some point.
I have never been actually.
Yeah, we got to go there. I want to do a video. It's really fun. I like sumo. It's just funny. Like, it's funny. They prepare to fight, and they do all the stuff. They're throwing, like, salt around. They get ready. And then, like, oh, they take a break. They're like, oh, I don't know why, but they try to psych each other out. And then, like, oh, no, we're not going to fight. Oh, we're going to fight? No, we're not. Then when they finally do, it's just funny, like, to try to predict who's going to win. I don't know anything about sumo, so I'm just like, that guy's fatter than that guy. So I guess I vote for the fat guy, and then you see who wins. It's pretty fun, though. They're actually quite athletic. Like,
Yeah.
they're really amazing how they can throw each other's bodies around. It's really impressive. Q-sus, you hear bats because you are secretly Batman. Yep.
Maybe. Any festivals around those times to check out?
Okay, Monkey Wireless says any festivals.
I'm not aware of famous ones, but there could be.
My favorite one is in Sakura Chiba, which is close to Tokyo, but
Like that's like a week, probably one
I
or
think
2
it's a
weeks
little bit
before.
earlier in October, so you're going to miss it. So I'm not actually sure what festivals will be happening then.
Yeah, like
You might just have to Google it.
yeah, I think so.
I'm sure there will be some somewhere, but that time of year is a great time for festivals. There might be one in Saitama. Let's see. Kawagoe Fall Festival.
Late October.
Sorry? Does it say late October? Every third weekend of October, there's a festival in Kawagoe. But third weekend in October, that might not be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's before you arrive. Sorry. Just Google it, because there probably are some happening that time of year. What else we got here? How quickly do American films release in theaters in Japan? Is there a lot of American films out there? What about Japanese films? It's getting what?
How quickly? I think it's almost like simultaneous these days.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like a later, but it's getting like shorter and
Pretty
shorter.
much the same time now. Okay.
Especially when it comes to like Disney or something like really big ones,
Yeah.
then they want to release it at the same time, I think.
I was surprised when I lived in Korea. There was a movie I saw in America on DVD, which was called Midnight in Paris, which was anyway, it was a good movie. It was like, what's his name? The guy Woody Allen directed it. Then I went to Korea and like I saw this movie and I realized, wait, I saw this movie already in the theater. I saw it in the theater in Korea, but it was already on DVD in America. Same when I lived in New Zealand, like that Dark Knight Batman.
Oh, I like that.
That came out like way later in theaters, so that's a good question, yeah. But I guess it's pretty simultaneous here now, in Japan anyway. Critic Lead says, I thought the birds were just for a pleasant atmosphere. I thought that too. I thought maybe it was like anti-suicide or something, like you're about to kill yourself on the train track, but like, oh wait, there's a beautiful bird sound.
I hope it did. Help.
Kevin says he's gonna head out. Thanks for watching, Kevin. How loud are cicadas this year? Oh man, they're loud. They basically are only at areas where there's trees. And where we live right now, there's not too many trees, so it's not too loud. But as soon as you walk past a tree, because they eat tree sap, as soon as you walk past a tree, it's like real loud.
Well, we did have one cicada on our screen window.
Yeah, we did, but
Yeah,
it wasn't
okay.
making any sound though. I remember, how do you pronounce that? Aigrayan. I remember it was a cruel nightmare waiting for movies to release. Japan is often the last territory. Okay. Maybe it changed now, I don't know. I haven't seen too many movies these days, to be honest. Because most of the time when I see a new movie these days, I'm really disappointed. Like, really disappointed. So, I tend to not go. Although, movie theaters in Japan are really awesome. Like, the seats are very comfortable. They sell alcohol in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Well, boss, how much longer you want to do this live stream? I think we're going to have to eat breakfast pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right, Bubba?
Yeah, and it looks like people are going to the bed.
Yeah, people are going to bed. So anyway, thanks for watching this live stream, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see how it goes. We might do some more in the future. I don't know. But anyway, thanks a lot. Stay buck wild. And I hope you have a real nice day. See you.
Bye-bye.